Hey family, welcome back to my channel. I am Kiya and this is Kiya's Closet, and we do things faith, fashion, and fun all wrapped up into one around here. Today is day 2 of me filming 21 days in a row, and I am feeling better. I'm out of the bed today, so I figured let me go ahead and do some filming. And so what I figured I would show you guys today is my face routine. So now that I have taken a shower and I'm out of the bed, I figured let's just go through my face routine and show the people what I do to be looking like 52. So if that's something that you're interested in, stick around. This video is for you. First things first, if you guys watched yesterday, you know that I have rheumatoid arthritis and as an autoimmune disease, and it affects my body, and sometimes I have a flare. We learned all about that yesterday. And so today I'm actually out of the bed. I am feeling less exhausted. I'm still tired. My throat doesn't hurt as much. And I just feel like, okay, let me just take a shower. Let me have the water super hot and let me see if I can start to feel better with just some hot water. So that's what I did. I did that. I took a shower. Ooh, that's cold. And I'm out of the shower, and I am using some eye patches. Under my eyes. And I'm going to show you guys which ones I'm using so you can kind of see. But I have got these bags under my eyes, and I really think that it's because I don't get good sleep. I don't get good rest while I'm sleeping. I'm actually on a I did a sleep study, and now I have a breathing machine. So I think that's going to improve, but until then, let's just do some eye patches. Anti-aging eye patches. Yeah, so I just put on these anti-aging under eye patches, and they are vitamin C and retinol. So, and they have an orange on the cover of them. So I just put them on. It says leave them on for 15 minutes. So I'll do that. And then we'll come back and we will talk about my skincare routine. I can't get these things right for nothing. Ooh, child. Maybe I got them on the wrong eye. That may be it. How's that? Vitamin C into my skin. Perfect. Oh, and then I also use this for my lips. It's just a little vanilla lip glowy balm. So that's what that is. So yeah. Okay, catch you guys in just a second. Bye. Hey guys, I'm back. So I have waited the 15 minutes, and I'm gonna take off the patches, vitamin C and me. And if there's any left over, I just let it go ahead and go into my skin too. Can't hurt anything. So while I'm doing my skincare, I figured I would discuss my condition a little bit more to give a little bit more insight and understanding as to how my autoimmune disease has, how I've been dealing with it and what it has affected in my life, and what I am praying for total healing for, the manifestation of a total healing to be received. I want to talk about kind of what I'm going through, what I go through on a daily basis, what happens with my body, what happens with my systems, because like I said, rheumatoid arthritis is a systemic disease. So the first thing, I did wash my face when I was in the shower, and what I use to wash my face is Mario Badescu. It's a gentle, very gentle foam cleanser, which I like. And I like the fact that it is super foamy and it's not too rough on my skin. Then I go in with my Glow Recipe toner. Glow Recipe. I love them. This is the Watermelon Glow with PHA and BHA. It's a pore tightener as well. So I just put some on my hands and get that all over. So I mentioned that rheumatoid arthritis is a systemic disease. And what I mean by that is that, yes, it is, it does affect my joints, and I do have joint issues. My hands will swell, my knees will swell, I will have swelling, inflammation, but it is a systemic disease. So it is in your blood and it will go to some of the other systems in your body. What mine has effectively done is I have developed some small fiber neuropathy in my legs from the rheumatoid arthritis. I also have a issue with my heart. I have aortic dysfunction, and the aortic dysfunction that I have is in my left ventricle. And I don't know if I'm saying it right, because listen, whew, just hearing all of those things and going to the doctor and listening to some of the things that happen to your body from an autoimmune disease, it kind of takes you aback, right? You're trying to figure it out. How I've gone on a mini just down the rabbit hole, right? Down the rabbit hole on Google and ChatGPT and all the things, which I do not recommend at all. Next, I'm gonna go in with this Glow Recipe eye cream. I only use a little, and I just put it under my eyes. That's probably too much, but just put it under my eyes. This is from a sample size that I had. This is from a little sample kit. But since you don't need a lot, you don't need to buy the whole big old thing. You can just get the sample size like I did. But anyway, I have a regurgitation in my heart, my aorta. So that means that oxygenated blood, it doesn't get back to the rest of my body. So that means oxygenated blood doesn't get back to the rest of my body as it's oxygenated. You know, there's different chambers of your heart. I think there's 4 chambers. or 2 chambers. I can't remember. I am not a doctor. Let me just say that. I am not a doctor. I do not play one on YouTube TV at all. I'm only giving you what is going on with my specific case and my body. Okay. So, I have aortic regurgitation in my left ventricle, and my ejection fraction is what they measure to decide how much oxygenated blood is flowing through the chamber and getting back out to the rest of my body. So it's pumping the blood, and it just is the flap. It's just trying to see how much, because the flap does not close all the way for me. The ventricular, the left ventricle, it doesn't close all the way. The flap doesn't close to stop the blood and let the oxygenated blood go back to my body. So I think I'm describing that right. I'm gonna put up a picture so that you guys can really see what's going on in my body, and then we can kind of talk about it on the other side. So let's just do that. Now that we have a better understanding of what's going on, my ejection fraction has been getting lower and lower, and so it has become a little bit harder for me to breathe. I get winded very easily from doing exercise, and if it goes any lower, then they want to talk to me about a valve replacement, because the valve isn't closing properly. So, but I am believing that is not my portion. That's not what God has for me. I just put on a Hydrate and Plump eye cream. So this one has hyaluronic acid and peptides. It is ROC. It's like a multi-correction eye cream. So I use it because I do have like some dark circles under my eyes that I've noticed as I've gotten a little older. So I use that. Next, I use this Tighten and Lift. This is a face lift serum. And so I use this all over my face. So yeah, I don't believe that's my portion. So I don't claim any of that's going on. I go to get the tests every 6 months. They have me come in to do an echocardiogram, where they, usually for my echo, I get the one that has the dye. They use the dye to kind of put it into my blood, so they can really see, what's going on. And then they give a percentage of how much of my blood is actually getting back that's oxygenated. So I think I went down another 3% last time or whatever. But again, I'm not claiming the things that are going on right now. I just continue to pray about it. There's nothing better than getting on your knees and talking to God about how you're feeling, what's going on, telling him that you believe his promises. Like, that's that's it. That is it. Listen, that is what I do. This is a niacinamide. It's called Dewdrops. It's also by Glow Recipe. It's a niacinamide. So I use that all over my face as well. And I don't use a lot of skincare. Like, this stuff is expensive. Listen, I usually get the little trial sizes or the little travel sizes because I like to try different things anyway. So I'll get that one, and then I'll just like let that sink in, and it's looking really good already. Yeah. So that's the niacinamide that I use. So yeah, I really try to make sure that I stay prayed up. I am, you know, making sure that I am reading God's word every day. I also try to come up with some devotionals that I say out loud, and declarations that I say out loud every day about my condition so that I can let God know what I'm believing for. And that is key. That is key. Because I think I've been going through this since 2020, right? I said that. So this is 2026 now. So I know that I'm not going to put a time limit on it, but I know that this is not my portion. So this is not something that I'm going to go through for the rest of my life. When I first was diagnosed, and I'll share with you guys, I'll pop up a screen that shows kind of what my numbers look like, in case you were kind of like wondering what they look like, and what to look for. But I know I remember talking to my doctor and her saying, and I was asking questions like, so, okay, so then I'll go on the medication, and then, you know, like what, like a year, maybe 2 years or something like that. And she was like, well, you know, people go into remission all the time. And I was like, remission? Okay. I had only heard that word when it comes to like a cancer survivor who had gone into remission, or who is cancer free, or whatever the case may be. And so, you know, I was very intrigued with that word choice, remission. And so I started praying remission over myself, you know, and for a little while, I actually did get much better. And then I had a bit of a relapse. And so now that's why I am on medication, and I am getting the infusions. So let me pop up a picture about, or a video, actually. I think I have some videos of my infusion days. So now that we've watched my infusion days and what I kind of go through, the next thing that I am going to put on is another niacinamide dewdrop. This one. I know you guys have seen this bottle. I think it's the same thing, but I always put it on twice. So, and I like how my skin looks. So if it works for me, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep on doing it. Yeah, that looks good. So, you know, typically on my infusion days, I try to wear loose clothing. I go to my doctor's office now instead of the hospital, because my doctor's office has an infusion center in her office, and it's really nice because it's like got a wooded area with all the windows, and you can kind of look out. They even have like a little outside deck. It's really, really nice. It's very peaceful, very serene. And I go there, and I'm, you know, looking out, and I'm just kind of, I have my headphones in, and I'm praising God the whole time, and I am listening to my praise music. And yeah, I mean, that's what I do during my infusions. Okay, so next is this recovery serum. It is the avocado ceramide recovery serum. This one. So we're gonna use that, and use it on my whole face again. This one is more creamy. It looks like that. And I need some recovery because I've been in the bed since Sunday. And I was in the bed on Saturday at my in-laws' house in Florida before I came back home and went to church. And then I got in the bed after church. It was in the bed all day yesterday. So I need some recovery serum by Glow Recipe, also by Glow Recipe. Yeah, so I have my infusions every 4 weeks, and I am on Orencia. I was on Remicade, and Remicade, let me just pop up a explanation of what Remicade does, and then let's talk about what Orencia does, so that you guys can have some professionals that tell y'all exactly what it is that's going on. Because, like, again, I am not a doctor, and I don't play one on YouTube TV. Okay, so now I'm going to use this Glow Recipe hyaluronic cream. So a lot of people have the hyaluronic acid, not hyaluronic serum that they use on their face. It's very creamy. It's very liquidy. This one is a cream. This one I think is great because it's cream based, and I don't need much of it. We'll put the rest back. You don't need a lot. And then I just do that. And if you notice, I don't really put anything else on my eyes except for the eye cream. That's really the only thing that I put on my eyes. And the rest, everything else goes on my face. I try to stay in this area around my eyes. And then the last thing that I put on is this moisturizer. This is the watermelon pink juice from Glow Recipe. That's the moisturizer. Yeah. Don't need a lot. Let's put that on there. And that's my whole face routine. What y'all think? I'm ready, huh? I'm ready to get back into bed. Because honestly, I just wanted to take that shower. I just wanted to feel a little bit better like a human, and I want to get some more rest. I have a big day tomorrow. I have to go to church. I have an appointment. I have to work, and I just wanted to make sure that I was taking care of myself. Even though I don't feel good, I still want to make sure that I'm taking care of myself. I want to make sure that I'm staying in the Word. I want to make sure that I'm staying prayed up. And yeah, so hopefully you guys got a little bit more insight into rheumatoid arthritis and some of the things that you can do to work with your condition, other than having, faith in God that you won't have to deal with your condition forever. But also some of the medications, the ones that I take, and then the infusion that I am on. And then I hope that I gave a little bit more information this time versus just me talking. So that's really what I wanted to do. I wanted to provide a bit more information. As this is a systemic disease, it does affect other systems of your body, your cardiac system, your liver, your kidneys, things like that. So that it is affecting my heart is unfortunate. But again, I don't believe that's my portion in life. So I know that I'm going to be okay with it. I know that I'm going to be okay. There's other things that it can also affect. There are other systems that rheumatoid arthritis and autoimmune diseases can affect, because you think about your immune system, it covers so many different things. It's a big system. It's a big system of your body. So yeah, so that's just a little bit more information about autoimmune disease, mine, which is rheumatoid arthritis, and a little bit more about my skincare routine. So, yeah. 52, hey. 52, I just have to keep on taking care of myself, keep believing, and stay prayed up. And yeah, I already know that this is just a moment in time where I'm going to deal with this, and God is going to get the glory. And then I'm going to come out of it, and I'm going to be in remission. That's what I believe. So let me go back to bed and give me some more rest, and I will see you guys tomorrow for day 3. Right? Yeah, day 3. Leave me a comment. Let me know if you have any questions about an autoimmune disease that I can cover for you. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be not only out of the bed, but also out of my bathroom, out of my room, maybe in my office, doing some work. Yeah, so that's my plan, and I hope you guys come along. I'll talk to you later. Bye.